All right, now our next comic is a regular here. Give him some love. He's a Jew from New York, Jeff Simon.
Dr. Scotty, one of the top divorce lawyers in Manhattan. That's not push, you know. It's one of the top divorce lawyers in Manhattan. I got him on speed dial. I've been divorced so many times. How's everybody doing tonight?
Good.
I'm not a big-time comic like Scott McFadden. I'm just a piece of shit, you know. Any Jews here tonight?
Yeah.
All right. Real wannabe or Upper East Side? What? I can't hear you.
Upper East Side.
You're not Upper East Side. Bullshit.
He lies.
You wish. Upper East Side. You got a job?
No.
What's your net worth? Okay. I don't mean to turn on somebody in the audience, you know. But my favorite period of Jewish history was 4,000 years ago, when the Jews were wandering around a desert trying to find the Upper East Side. I'm not religious. Like I don't believe in the hereafter, the life after death. But I believe we go to a better place when we die. Anything's better than this living hell. I'm sorry, I'm having a bad day. My balls have been itching like crazy all day today. I don't know what the fuck it is. I was born in Brooklyn. Anybody from Brooklyn here? Who cares? I mean, I was born in Brooklyn. I was Brookdale Hospital. It used to be known as Bethel Hospital, but they changed it in '42 when Hitler was winning the war. I grew up in the '50s. I was a big baseball fan. My favorite Jew on the Yankees was the general manager. They finally got a Jew in the '70s, Ronnie Bloomberg. Anybody hear him? Yeah. The only problem is Mayor Bloomberg was a better ball player than this guy. Every Jew I know voted for Obama because they're liberal Democrats, right? I voted for Obama because I love basketball. Like if I'm in a playground and I tell a black guy who's got next that I voted for Obama, there's a good chance he'll give me a run, you know? You know what it's like in these playgrounds in Manhattan? It's like a 2 hour, the wait time's like 2 hours, you know? Especially that, you ever go to that quarter on West 4th Street? Any black guys here? That fucking wait's unbelievable. I tell you, I love being a Jew, I really do, but I hate doing business with a Jew, you know, because when you deal with a Jew, you always get the same 2 lines. I swear on my firstborn son's head, I'm telling you the truth, and you're lucky I like you because I'm losing money on this deal. You know, those are bigger lies than the checks in the mail and I'll come in your mouth. You know, why can't a Jew just level with me, tell me the fucking truth once in a while, and say, I'm fucking you over on this deal, but it could be a lot worse. You're a decent guy, and I could fucking destroy you, but I'm not, because you're a decent. That's what I want to hear, and I'll do all the deals. I'll start doing deals with Jews if I just hear honesty, you know? All right, I never did let him. Give me a fucking break, will you? Fucking laugh once in a while here. All right, and the best deal I ever made, though, was marrying a shiksa. Anybody know what that is? That's a girl that's not Jewish. We had 3 kids, none of them got bar mitzvah. I made $100 grand on that deal. We got married by a priest and a rabbi. The priest didn't want to marry us until I showed him a naked picture of my 8-year-old nephew. You believe it? You believe this shit? He gave me a high five, said, I'll do your ceremony. And then when the ceremony was over, I handed my rabbi a $100 bill. Before I could invite him to the dinner, this guy was running out the door to his next gig. You believe this shit? Wanted to invite him to dinner. And then, at least I realized why this guy was wearing sneakers to my wedding, you know? Running to his next gig. I was talking to this Upper East Side Jew who's got more money than God. This guy dumped his wife for a young Russian chick. And he gave his 3 fat, lazy Jewish sons $500,000 each a year for doing nothing. You know, he told me he gave $5 million to Bernie Madoff and never got a penny back. He knew it was a Ponzi scheme. He knew it was a Ponzi scheme the first time he got his monthly statement. It just said, "You're up 20%, love Bernie," and it was handwritten on a hot dog wrapper. You believe this shit? I mean, there is no Jew alive that's going to turn somebody in who's giving him a 20% return on his money. You believe this shit? I can't believe they gave Madoff 150 years in prison. You believe it? You know why they did it? Because he was a Jew. He was a Jew. You know that? Charles Ponzi. I don't know if you ever heard me. They named the Ponzi scheme after him. He got 5 years in prison because he was a Christian. If he was black, he would have got off probation. Any black guys here? Go out and do a Ponzi scheme. Hold up a gas station, rob a bank. You're not going to jail. I'm telling you. You're not going to jail. It's amazing how many people hate Jews, you know? Raise your hand if you hate Jews. Be honest. But who do you people go to when you get diagnosed with cancer and you want to get cured? Who do you go to?
Asians.
Oh. Shit. You're fucking quiet. Who do you go to? Who do you go to when you want to get money back on your taxes? Who do you go to? You go to an Asian?
Spanish.
Yeah, bullshit. Who do you go to when you're suing somebody for millions of dollars? Hey, you go to a Jew, right? Who do you go to when you're being sued?
Jew.
No, you go to a Christian. A Jew will steal all your money. Fucking people here. I'll tell you, I got divorced 12 years ago from my second wife. I would have got divorced sooner, but my father-in-law told me if I divorced his daughter, I'd be dog food. So I had to wait for this motherfucker to die. But I tell you, I would have got divorced even sooner if I could have been like, matzo ball soup or something better than dog food, you know. I tell you, it's impossible meeting women though. It's really fucking. You guys are lucky with girlfriends, you know. It's impossible. Women in their 40s and 50s got more baggage than a non-stop Delta flight from Nicaragua to JFK. Nobody on that plane is going back to Nicaragua. They're like Mexicans, you know? Any Mexicans here? Mexicans, I gotta have flood in my basement. All the sheetrock's gotta be replaced. I tell you, women in their 60s, they're not hot anymore. They don't want to have sex. All they want is companionship. What am I gonna do with a companion? Hey, honey, did you get my bag of weed out of the top dresser drawer? Honey, I just jerked off. Can you get me that roll of paper towels so I can clean up my mess? What do I do with a companion? All I do is jerk off, watch sports, and smoke weed. I do not need a companion, you know? I don't like taking women out in their 70s because I can never get their wheelchair to fold up so it fits in my trunk. Women in their 80s are totally fucking useless because they have this thing called carpal tunnel syndrome. Anybody hear that? Their hands become weak and numb. They can't even get their hand around your dick. You know? I tell you, the best time to meet a woman, though, and this is the truth, is when her husband dies. As soon as that casket goes in the ground, you got to make your move, you know? Before they get on these dating websites and start going to singles bars, you know? You got to really. Because once, I was talking to this woman the day after the funeral. She told me she won't give me sex until the 5th day. And there's a good chance she's going to dump me after the 1st day, you know? Fucking bitch, you know? And then let's see, I asked this woman who had the most, would you shut the fuck up over there? I asked this woman who has the most incredible ass I've ever seen to move in with me. And this ass was just like unbelievable. I asked her to move in with me. She wants a $100,000 line of credit and a weekly allowance. You believe this? I told her I could do the weekly allowance. My credit rating is like 200, you know? I couldn't get you 50 fucking cents. But I tell you, I can make you the beneficiary of my life insurance policy. It's worth $10,000 and cancer runs in my family. I'll finish with this joke for Scotty to get me out of here. And I don't like going out with Jewish women, you know? Because last time I was with a Jewish woman, she never said good morning. She would say, you know, the first thing she'd say in the morning, how's your stock portfolio doing? You believe that shit? And she suffered from a bad case of crow's feet around her eyes. You girls know what that is? And it kept getting worse. Whenever I tell her to suck my dick, she goes, suck what? All right, I'm going to give it back to the great Scotty. All right, come on, let's have some more life in this room. Let's go. All right, yeah. All right.